back. I greatly apologize. That was ridiculous. Okay. Sorry. I'm going to send you the link, Havoc, just so that. All right. I should send it to. Actually, there we go. Can you start the little laundry really fast, though?
I'm in the middle of a survey.
Oh, okay. Do your survey. Then we can do the laundry. All right, I'm back. I got this. I can't remember which ones I need to count. I need to get angels out. I haven't got those out yet. My goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. It's been a crazy day. I really hope Melissa makes it back. Hopefully she can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 46, 47. Hello, Melissa. I just got on and I said I really hope that Melissa can make it back because that took way longer than I expected. It is a day. I do not know what is in the air, but it is total chaos. It has been complete and total chaos. I am just hanging on for the ride. I don't know if it's like all of the eclipses, and I know Mercury's going into retrograde, which definitely affects my communications and technology, but technology and I aren't great anyways. And then, I don't know, it's craziness. That's all I can say is craziness. So how are you? Hopefully you're still there. My counter thingy says that no one's here, but hoping you are and I didn't like get disconnected or something, because that would go with today. Slope alert. Sorry, I'm drinking some coffee. It'll be a semi-short live, but not too short. I'm gonna I'll have to get off at like 2. I know. We're just gonna pick Stella up and then do Gem and then do Walmart and then come back, pack, and leave. Sorry, one of my kids is home. One of my kids still has school. We have a family reunion we have to get to for this weekend. It's just craziness. It's all craziness. So, I so far don't have any other. I think you're the only person here. For sure. Me and Joe. Let me look into that. Let's see. I'm just going to see how your weekend is going to be. And then I'm going to look into. I'll do you first. And then I think I'm going to do a general of how the weekend is. I've got all the cards out. I was able to. I got back and I was going to do a live. But my grandmother called. And I didn't even mention that I needed to go, that I was trying to do this, because every time it comes up, I get this, I just don't understand it. How do you do, what is it? And so I just listened to the updates and got off the phone as much when I could. All right. Let's see how Melissa's weekend's going to be. Then I want to do a collective weekend, because I'd like to know how it's going to be too. I got family gatherings, so... Let me take a second. Okay. Angels, guardians, guides. How is Melissa's weekend gonna be? How is Melissa's weekend going to be? Messages for Melissa's weekend. King of Cups and Temperance. messages from Melissa's weekend. Ooh, Tower. Could be a good Tower. Give me a second here. Three of Pentacles working together. Father of Swords. King of Swords. I get just a little bit more information on this Tower here, please. Can I get just a little bit more information on this Tower here, please? Haha. Ooh, okay. I kind of like this also. This isn't bad. This is pretty fun here. So, the first three out were Father, King of Cups, Temperance, and Tower. So, you've got the King of Cups, which is emotional and your emotions, and he's a very emotional, it's an emotional side. It can be male, female, doesn't necessarily matter in that regards, but it's emotions. And it's a person who lives in emotions, but realizes, because it's the king, they realize the practicality of using their mind and literal thinking as well. Then you also, and you got Temperance. Then you also got King of Swords, which is the person who is vastly more literal, but realizes the importance of emotions and is able to use those and realizes their place. And no, I'm not ignoring the Tower, but I'm going to get into that in 1 second because I like the fact that it came out with these other two for clarification. Then you got Three of Pentacles, which is a matter of teamwork and working together. Hello. And the Tower's clarifications, Melissa, were Death and Rebirth and Ace of Swords. So I think there might be a bit of chaos during your weekend, but it's going to be one of those moments where you guys realize the need to balance the emotions and the practicality, the emotions and the liberal thinking, and your guys' need of working together. And something's going to happen in the midst of that. There's going to be a realization of how you both will be able to do that. Because one of you, and comically, I kind of think it's actually him, but one of you is very, very emotional and needs the emotions not, okay, you both need your emotions to be met, but they need almost an overly show of emotions. That, oh, honey, I love you, and the whole, like, the very, the word soppy comes to mind. And I don't mean that negatively. Like, it's not a bad thing. There are people that are very, very, it's a good thing to have it. I like it on occasions. When it's all the time, I question it. But then the other is way more like, I want my emotions met, but we need to be realistic, and we need to be this, and very, that guard and that standoff and that thing. And in the midst of what's going on, you guys are going to figure out, together you're going to figure out how you'll be able to balance both. That need to meet the emotions, the need to meet the person who's very, very emotional and needs their emotions recognized at almost all times. Hi, Ashwini. And the person that's more like, okay, this is overly, you'll be able to figure out how you can meet where he's at, and he can meet you where you're at. Because the person who needs the logical side to be met, the practical side, and the straightforward part. And so it'll be a balance. As for who's going to have, I think you guys are actually going to have the clarification and the idea of how to do it together. Like, it's kind of going to be this aha light bulb moment. Kind of even like you see, like the light booming out of her head thing. You'll have this light bulb moment of like, oh, wait, this is what it is. My thought process on this, that is not so much cards, but the advice that I can give on that aspect is look at what it is he needs and what he does for you. Because a lot of times in the beginning of a relationship, and what it is they do is what they need. Like, a lot of times if what we need is we need gifts, we're prone to giving people gifts. Or if we need this, we're prone to doing that. And so, and what I've learned is that it's good to do for them. Like, think about it as what does he want? What would he want? Would he want this? So don't look at a situation as, well, doesn't he know that I told him to put his seatbelt on and that was me telling him I love him? Whereas he told you I love you and you're like, why are you telling me? I know you love me. And so it's instead meet him with what he needs. If he needs the I love you, say I love yous, and ask him to go, well, I told you to put your seatbelt on. That's my way of saying it. So ask him to be like, hey, why don't you tell me to put my seatbelt on? Why don't you tell me to be safe? And just kind of, is this making sense? Because I feel like I'm rambling. Out of this dark cloud. Well, Hutch, I will look into that in a second. I am in the middle, and I want to say, oh, Kamal was before you, I do believe, but I just want to get out of this dark cloud. I know you do. Yes, I am referring to love language, Ashwini. Thank you very much. And I'm referring to try to mentally, like, try to speak his love language and ask him to speak yours. And when you're going into situations, try to think of how he would approach it or how his love language would approach that scenario. Because it's also in conversations or also in other things. If you put yourself in his shoes and he's able to put himself in yours, it helps work out the situations. I know you're waiting, Wahaj. I'm just in the middle of this one, so I was just letting you know. Yes, and when you start putting yourself into their shoes and handling situations that way, it helps form a common love language. Because it helps, the more you work on trying to think like him, and the more he works on trying to think like you, the more you guys are able to meet and find a common love language. Because a relationship is about you thinking of him and him thinking of you and being able to work together to create one relationship. It's two people making a unit. And that only works if two people work at trying to understand the other person and work from the other person's position towards them and vice versa. Exactly. You've got to have thoughtfulness. Definitely have to have thoughtfulness. Also, this one is random, but if you're waiting and you want to skip the line, you can donate. Otherwise, there is a line for the freebie scenarios. Okay, Melissa, I'm glad you get it. I figured you understood. It's just, like I said, I realized I was repeating myself, which isn't about you. It's just about the way my brain is functioning today. You're very welcome, Melissa. Very, very. Thank you for hanging out for that, like, 2 hours that wasn't going to be 2 hours when I said 30 minutes, I'll be back. It's chaos. Everything is chaos. I think it's like, well, it just is. I know astronomically it's all chaos. And then energetically you can feel the chaos. Besides my own life, like I can feel the chaotic energy out there. You guys stop rushing her. Thank you, Melissa. Don't worry. I have no problems being like, yep, can't do it. I am doing the best. And there's just a lot. All right. I know everybody has questions, but I am going to pull some cards for a general for this weekend energies right now. Because I don't have donations. I know, Wahaj, you're there. I know you've got your question. And I had someone else that had jumped before. If you want to jump the line, you are welcome to donate. Otherwise, I'm going to do the weekend energy read, which was one of the things I was going to do to begin with. Because I need to see the whole weekend energy read for all of us. And then I will, 1 second, let me see. And then we will go. Melissa, have a fabulous, fabulous weekend. I will not be on this weekend. It won't be until maybe Monday. I don't expect to have any lives. And then starting next week, I'm going to work on the minor arcana. I'm going to pick one of the suits and start making videos for that as well. Have a great weekend, though. Okay, let's get a general read for everyone for the weekend energy. All right. Angels, guardians, guides, spirit. Can I please get a general for this weekend? What weekend messages do you have? What is the weekend energy messages that you have right now? For those of us that are here. King of Wands, shine your inner candlelight bright enough for others to follow. We're all going to be asked to do that. We need to stay true to ourselves. 9 of Cups. Live in a constant state of gratitude. Ooh, this is actually looking like a really good weekend. We're going to need to be true. Remember to be true to ourselves and to be grateful. 8 of Wands. Light a fire underneath your cauldron and go, go, go. There's going to be fast communication that requires instant action, some serious action. Movement's going to be happening, but remember to be grateful and to stay true to yourself. 4 of Cups, try not to be so picky is the advice. That is actually a great weekend read. I hope we all get that. I hope we all get to enjoy that. That is beautiful. That is for the general weekend energy. King of Wands, be honest and true to yourself. Remember to be, you know how, and remember to do that. 9 of Cups, stay in constant gratitude. Be grateful and enjoy the rewards and the love that you're getting. 8 of Wands, some fast movement and action coming in. Possibly some messages and some things you got to do quickly. But overall, it seems to be pretty good. 4 of Cups is just a reminder to not be super picky with all of it. That's beautiful. All right. Let me see. Wahaj, you want to know if there's any chance of reunion. So let me see. Wahaj. You are very... Let's see what we got for Wahaj. I am very, very sorry if I am mispronouncing. Pronunciation is not a strong suit for me. My hearing is interesting, so I haven't been able to pronunciate very well because I hear things differently. And then when you're going off of reading as well, that just makes it that much more fun. Wahaj. Is there any chance of reunion between you and Shamala? Just to know if there's any chance of reunion. Any chance of reunion? Any chance of reunion? Universe is asking you to be realistic about what you are remembering. You're romanticizing and only thinking of the good times. There were also a lot of secrets, King of Wands and King of Swords, and conflict, and things were not exactly how you're remembering them. There is possibility of reunion, but it's more of a question of, do you really, really want it? And in order for there to be reunion, you're going to need to be very strategic about the situation. Sorry, slurp alert. I was getting some coffee. There still are some secrets that were involved that haven't even come to light yet. And this is fire and air, which is not always a great combination. It's a there was conflict, and there is still some, and I am inclined to believe that there was more than one suitor in the situation, and that you don't know the whole story, and that you were very much romanticizing the memories, and you are remembering only the really, really good moments, and you're not thinking about the big picture, and you're not thinking about any of the other times, which is not a bad thing, but it clouds your judgment. That's what I got. Yeah. Seeing the situation in totality is not always a fun thing. Maria, are you still here? I am thinking current feelings. Akariti. Okay. If Maria doesn't respond, Akariti, I will go with you next. I meet coming days. That's 2 questions, but I can do that. Okay. Akriti. All right, I will do you next. I'm not seeing Maria. If Maria responds, I can do her after. Akriti, you are asking, will I meet Sadia in coming days, and is he your destined partner? Okay, let's see. Question 1 is, are you going to meet him in the coming days? Days. 9 of Swords. Ooh. Ace of Wands. 8 of Wands. Okay. First things first is you are massively in your head, and that is kind of preventing any movement on this. I know you said it's already no contact, but you both are massively in your heads, and that is causing a lot of slowdown. You need to pull yourself out of, which is, it's easy to say pull yourself out of your head, but the pain and in the head of the situation and the pain that all of that is causing a hard time. But it looks like you are trying to move forward, and something's going to happen soon. Something's coming in. I don't know for sure if it's necessarily, I would think it is a message or something's coming in that will cause you to will help you move forward in that direction. And this does look like it would be, I was asking if you'll see him in the next couple days. And so I would assume it is in regards to him, but it's not going to happen until you both are able to get out of your head and over that situation. And I know you can't control what's going on for him, but you control what you are doing. So if you can help yourself move forward, I'm not saying you have to entirely let go of any hope of seeing him, but if you can help yourself move that to a back burner, that will help you in getting forward. It will help bring in the positivity that is coming in. Now, your next question was if he's your life partner. I will see what I can get on that. Katie wants to know if he's his life partner. Page of Wands. It'll take a lot of work. You guys could make things work. Yeah, that's what I thought I was going to get. Okay. You got Page of Wands and Two of Pentacles and Seven of Cups. This is a conflicting message that people don't like to hear. But the thing with it is he can be, but you have more than one in your life. You have more options. He isn't the only option that you can choose. You have more options available to you. If you choose them, it's going to take work. It's a page. It'll take work, and no matter who you choose, though, there will be work. And Two of Pentacles means needing to be able to balance yourself. You have to be able to balance your spirituality along with your practicality in your day-to-day life. You have to be able to balance and stay true to yourself with whoever you pick. And that's where you'll be happiest. Ooh. So that's what I've got on that one. My deck is doing something weird. Hold on. I turned it around. That's why. Okay. Thank you, guys. Let me see. You're very, very welcome. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. All right. I have to look through some comments. I only have one device right now, so Siri. Okay, thank you, Ashwini. I am going to listen to who Ashwini says I am next. Thank you. I'll do you because I cannot see my comments when I am reading messages. So if she's available to help, I greatly appreciate it. Yes. So Siri, Hannah Mondal, contact you. All right. You think on that person, and I am going to use this deck. So Siri would like to know Doll is going to contact. All right, that's what we're doing. So Suri would like to know. Doll is going to contact. Suri would like to know. To contact. Whoa, I am not taking half the deck. I don't need a bedtime story. I don't want to know their whole story, please, at this moment. I just want to know if it's going to get contact in the near future. Thank you. 4 and 5. Was the lack of contact sudden or what? So we've got 5 of Pentacles, which is about being left out in the cold, being abandoned, feeling completely and utterly depressed and down. Because we're looking at a relationship scenario, it's not so much about the financial part, but a lot of times it can include that being down on your luck in almost every realm. Then you got Full, though, which means needing to start over, start fresh, and the childlike start over. Not starting in a situation that you know, but it's that, like in this deck, it's a bird on the limb who feels like it's ready to fly. It wants to fly, but it doesn't actually know if it will or not. It's just going to jump off. It's never flown before. It doesn't know if it's going to fall or not. You have to just jump to find out. Then there was Mother of Swords. She is cold and sharp and harsh. Good at what she does, but very straight to the point. She's a Queen of Swords. She will be your best friend if you have a common denominator. But as soon as your path goes in separate ways, she is going her way and will leave you down. Ace of Swords, a bright idea, something brilliant coming to mind. You're very welcome, Mahaj. Something coming to mind that is a bright thought. It's a new path, a new journey, a new light. It's just the beginning of something you're starting to see. And the Hierophant is about seeking outside advice. Sometimes it's taking time to sit down and make sure you're listening to your higher self. And it can definitely be about that. Very often, if what I'm doing is a reading for personal growth, that's what it means. But right now in the relationship, I think this is also stating, don't be afraid to talk to somebody who knows more. Don't be afraid to seek advice from your elders and listen to them and actually listen. It doesn't mean you have to take everything they say as fact, but it means you need to listen and think on it. The suddenness of the departure and the disappearance that left you here is curious. You're going to hear from them, but I don't know if it's going to be what you want to hear. Is what I'm getting. And I know that was a very roundabout way of saying that. But this is saying you need to have some faith in yourself. And you'll hear from them, but I don't think it's going to be what you want to hear. Good, Sincere. I'm glad you're hearing what I'm saying. That's the message I've got. I don't have a whole lot more. There's a lot that goes into that. But yes, you're going to hear, but I don't think it's going to be what you want to hear. I'm sorry. Okay. So that's what I've got. I hope that you got that. I know you said you heard it. I'm the advice I've got on that one. There's going to be some things. I think that you'll need to do some self-evaluation too, and it's for the best. It's not going to be what you want to hear when you hear from them, but it is for your best, and you'll be able to move forward with that. Okay, I'm going to go. Sincere, what I got is she's going to contact you, but it's not going to be what you want to hear. It's not going to be, you're going to hear that she's in a relationship with someone else, is what I'm kind of getting. You're going to hear something you don't necessarily want to hear, but it is for your best. It wasn't the right fit, is kind of what I'm getting. Is what I was getting from the cards. I need to look. All right. Tinashe, I believe, I agree with Montana, and I will pull some cards for you if you like. Thinking of you. Also, right now, I'd like to say that we are in the shadow period. I believe it's still the shadow period of Mercury retrograde. So there is probably some lesson in that tie that either you and them need to kind of evaluate. And it doesn't mean you have to contact that person. It can easily just be something that you need to look at how that relationship played out and be honest with yourself with it. Look at what they did. Look at what you did. Look at the wholeness of it within yourself. Spend just a little bit of time evaluating and getting it straight within yourself. You don't have to contact them at all. Generally, there is something in it that you've got to do, that you need to evaluate, and lessons you need to learn as well. Is Tinashe dreaming about an ex? I could not make this up. You got Four of Swords, which is meditation, recuperation, and contemplation. It's something that happened in that needs to be evaluated, that you need to kind of think to come to some closure over. Something that you've got to learn, some kind of closure. And it doesn't mean you have to talk to them. Way too many cards. Sorry, guys. It doesn't mean you have to talk to them at all. If it is something that you feel you need to say, write it down and then burn the letter or just throw it away. Get rid of it. But there's something there that you need to evaluate. And your subconscious is trying to help you work it out. For a fire, prosperity, contentment, and celebration. You're already in a happy state in your life, or you're about to be, but there's just something there that if you can work it out and let it go, it's probably, you said it was an exit. It's been a long time since you guys, there was a long gap in that relationship. It's probably just something that, like, it bugged you at the time, but you didn't really deal with it very much and you let it go. You've probably even thought you moved on, but your subconscious is asking you to look at it because there's a reason that it bugged you. And if you can look at it honestly and be like, okay, that's what that was. And it might even be something you did. It could be that you were, you weren't standing up for yourself, just something in that relationship that you've got to evaluate so you can move forward. It's not a big deal, and it doesn't seem like something you need to contact them. It is a big deal for you in your healing journey, but it isn't meaning that you have to contact them or even that there's something with them. It's more just something happened in there. I don't know the exact specifics. I mean, I could dig a little deeper, but let's see. Choices, over analyzing, and procrastination was at the bottom of that deck. What else? Is there anything else I can get in regards to the Four of Air? Death and rebirth. Yeah, it's something about letting go. And can I get... not a bedtime story. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is close enough to a bedtime story. End of a cycle. 2 of Cups. 3 of Swords. 8 of Swords. 10 of Cups and Fool. Oh, honey. This is like a cycle. Is there... 8 of Cups, walk away. Okay. You had a cycle with this, not so much just with the person itself, but with the memory of this relationship. Unless I'm reading wrong, which I kind of hope I am for your sake, because this is not a fun cycle to be in. You were very much in a cycle of pain and closing yourself off and remembering all of that pain, but then at the same time romanticizing it for a while. And then going back to the pain, but then romanticizing it and wanting it back. And then you finally moved forward, and that's part of why you're confused as to why you're dreaming. There's something... that cycle of this. I hate this combination right here, which is 8 of Swords along with the 10 of Cups. Because the 10s are finalities, and everybody looks at the 10 of Cups as like one of the most happy cards. The thing with it is it's like when you're done eating at the buffet and you're almost overstuffed. You're overstuffed. And it's talking about romanticizing it. You've been romanticizing and then also keeping yourself trapped in the romanticizing. But then there's a first step that happened somewhere in there. I will, Montana, in 1 second. I'm just doing this one for Tanisha, I believe it was. Tinashe. I'm sorry, I said Tanisha. That's... But... So, there's something in it that once you let it go, you'll finally get, you'll move farther on. It's just a little hang up, it looks like. It's like a little hang up of why you let yourself be in that cycle of that, in that relationship. I think maybe that's what, it's almost like a codependency situation. Like you had been in a codependency situation with the ex, and there's just one little hang up that once you realize it, and it's something that seems small but will help you in a big way. That's what I'm getting. It was a very draining, and there's something, and what I think would help you the most right now in this is if you could take a few minutes to take a deep breath and look back, write down things, but don't focus on what the ex did. Don't focus on what your ex did. Instead, focus on how you handled what was being done during the time, in the moment. Be honest with yourself where you may have been being passive aggressive, or you may have been ignoring things, and then think of why you allowed yourself to, and why that was an approach you took. And I am in no way blaming you for what was done. That is not acceptable. You don't. I'm simply saying, look at where your responsibilities to yourself were. Because I think somewhere in that is the key to help you move forward and not let that happen again. But you are really close. You are really close. There's just something there that when you see it, you'll have this, that's what it is type moment. I had a moment like that in different things, and actually it was an entirely different stage. I was trying to move on. I was moving on with my life. I was healing, and there were some things that my dad had said and done in interactions I had with him that made me go, oh, wait a second. That's why I viewed this way, and it helped me realize that I had allowed some small things in past relationships that eventually built up to bigger things. I had allowed those things happen because I had already been used to those things, and I had seen them one way instead of in a different light. So it'll just be something kind of like that, I think, that you need to do. Take some time for you to look at your part in that, and then let yourself heal and let it go. And when you notice that, I'm not saying hold it and be responsible. I'm saying look at it and go, okay, you know what? I see where I did that, and I forgive myself for that. I didn't realize that I was doing it at the time, and that's okay, and I can move on with my life now. Yes, you can ask after Montana, Ashwini, most certainly. All right, I am going to go ahead and do Montana. I have to look and see what time it is. You're welcome. Okay, I still have plenty of time. All right. Oh, Ashwini, I am so sorry. You get sleep on, I have your email. Email me when you wake up, and not this weekend because I'm going to be busy with family stuff this weekend. But if you email me when you wake up Monday, after I wake up Monday, I will make you a video. I will look at your email and I will make you a video, okay? And I'll send you a link straight to your video. See, it's 2 a.m. where you guys are, and it's 1:30 p.m. where I am. I am so sorry that the time difference is so different. But if you email me, Ashwini, email me your question, and I will look at it and make you a personal video, and I will send you a link to your personal video. Only you and I will be able to have access to it, okay? And let's see. Divinash is next, and then Montana. Is that who it is? Okay, Divinash, you're next. And then Ashwini, email me and I will send you a video. Okay, okay, what is coming in love life? So it's Divinash, then Montana, if I remember correctly. So I will do that. And Ashwini. Oh, hi, Heather. So Divinash, what is coming in your love life? We've got this one. All right, Divinash. Divinash would like to know what's coming in love life. Coming in love life. Coming in love life. What's coming in love life? To know what's coming in love life. definitely slow coming. I'm not. Thank you. Oh, you've got a good relationship. There's going to be passion. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's slow coming, but something good is coming. There's a walk away that other people don't understand. I don't know if that... Why do I feel like I keep getting people's past readings? They're asking for future information, and I get one card about that, which is something positive coming in. It's going to be very, very romantic, very emotional, very passionate and romantic. There's going to be lots of happy emotions involved in the beginning. But I'm getting this walk away that I don't know if this is you or if this is who's coming towards you, but someone had to walk away, chose to walk away from something that the thing they walked away from wasn't working for them. Other people don't understand it. From the outside looking in, it looked like it was functioning and like it was doing well and that it was this happy, healthy thing, this great thing, but they had to walk away from this. And, right? It does look like Snoop Dogg. I agree. But there was a walk away that didn't make sense to anyone else, but it wasn't. And I don't know for sure because I asked what's coming towards you. And the first thing out was 2 of Cups. Then these ones came out here. These 5 came out. So this is either your story or this is their story for what has processed to coming towards you. But someone walked away from something that looked like it was really good because it's not that there was an offer, but they had a hope of something better. They had a hope of something better. Page of Cups is about the fun and almost the childlike outlook in life. And a lot of times the fish or something is inside the cup that's just goofy that you wouldn't normally have in your cup because I know you're asking for you. It's it's about the childlike humor and the childlike love in taking the fun look in life and finding the joy and the entertainment in the little things. And then King of Swords is that swift and seems cold, but does have emotions and knows the time and place and respects emotions, but they are a very sharp personality. They have a tendency to be they seem very cold-hearted. They have a heart and they know how to use it and they know the importance of emotions, but logic and reasoning will always be their go-to method in things. King of Pentacles is a very materialistic type person. A very materialistic scenario, but it's a good thing. It's not just bad. It's this aspect of a person who sits and knows how to bring forth the life in which they want. They know how to make things work. They're very business savvy. They're very good at these scenarios. They're very financially driven. It's a good thing. But currently they're feeling left out in the cold. And these all being in this it's almost like there were offers that were passed up and they're not seeing what's in front of them. And I know you're asking for you are asking what's coming towards you. Very career driven. He left me because of career high ambition. So that's what left you out in the cold. This is what's coming, which is 2 of Cups and emotions and passion. And then this is here. And I know, I'm sorry, Divinash, that I know you're asking for future reading, and this was the first card that came out, and then I've got this, which this is the thing that's interesting is I keep getting people's pasts as I'm trying to do these future scenarios. I don't know exactly. I think in India. I think it's a common issue a lot. But in this message that's coming through with this is keep looking for the joy in life. And let me see if I can get a little bit more for what's coming too. Because this was the first one that came out. Then I got the past reading. I'm not positive. The only thing I can think is universe and spirit keeps giving me past readings so people have confirmation that I'm talking about their story. But it doesn't help them get the answers that they're asking for. It's also Spirit's way of being like, yes, we want to be difficult right now because... Can I get more on the Two of Cups, please? Can I please get more on the Two of Cups for Divinash? Get more on the Two... Chariot. It's coming in. It is coming in, and it's coming in quicker than you expect. I don't have... And I don't think they're going to give me... Yeah, they gave me Lovers, a choice... and Lovers. They're not going to give me a specific who. Be careful when approaching the options that are coming in for you. You have something coming in. Don't let ego and pride and these things and conflicts. This is new. This right here is new. This was your ex. I'm sorry that came out. I wasn't trying to get that, but lately I have been getting a lot of that. These ones right here, I was asking specifically about this Two of Cups. And this is something new coming in. You're going to have a choice, which maybe you're going... The Lovers and was also known as choice card at one point. But you've got Lovers coming in, and I think you might have a choice. And there's the possibility that an ex could be one of those, but you have some new options coming in as well. You need to trust your intuition. Be smart about it. Trust your intuition. There's going to be things unseen, but I would like to state before we all jump to lies and secrets, when you first meet someone, you don't tell your whole life story. That's just not how that goes. No one tells their whole life story at the very, very beginning anyways. So don't let pride and ego be a battleground for you. It's not... Take deep breaths. Trust your intuition. If you are trusting a person, even when you know that they're hiding something, give them time to tell their story. And Five of Wands is the ego and the pride battles. Try to avoid those types of battles. Sun was at a split. My thumb was right there. So happiness will lie in this scenario. So you're going to meet someone that you trust, and you will already know they're not necessarily telling you their whole story, but that's normal. But you're trusting them. Trust your intuition and go along with that. That's the information I am getting. Yes, I'm hoping that it will. I would also like to say, take your time right now. When you meet someone, give it time. We've got a lot going on energetically at this point, that there's a lot of chaos, and mixed signals are easy to happen unintentionally even. So trust your intuition, take time, give grace. That's for everyone. All right, you're very, very welcome. You're very welcome. Okay. Ashwini, you're still here. Montana. Montana, are you still here? Okay. Okay. Montana, I believe you are next. Ashwini, if you fall asleep, like I said, if you just email me your question, I will send you your own video. I will do a video and send it for you. Okay. Montana, can you type in your question for me so I don't have to try to scroll? Because oddly, there are lots of comments today, which I'm glad. Thank you all very, very much for all of the comments. I am not complaining in any way. I love when this many are here. Please don't forget to like. Who's coming towards you in love? I can definitely do that. I am going to go with this one. And consider subscribing to my channel too, so you get notifications when I go live. After this live, I'm not going to be active for the weekend. I already got all of the Major Arcana Crash Course posted, so those videos are there. I'm taking the weekend off so I can have some family time. We've got a family reunion. All right. Montana is wondering what her is coming towards her. Who is coming towards Montana in love? Who and what is coming towards Montana in love? I kept seeing the sun. That is awesome. Ooh, Four of Wands. Happy home, happy life, working together. You've got a good, solid commitment coming towards you. What else? Cards are jumping. Knight of Cups, a love. It's going to be a very emotional, whirlwindish. But that's beautiful that it'll be that coming in. What else can we look towards? Not taking half the deck. That is way, way too much. Okay, we're going to go with this deck because that deck was being all over the place. What else can we get for Montana coming in? What else can we get? Six of Cups. King of Cups. Two of Swords. Six of Wands. Okay. This right here was a warning. You've got a happy thing, happy, solid thing coming in. It's going to come in as a very flirtatious and very romantic and very gushy right off the bat, kind of. It's going to kind of have a knee-jerk reaction for you. You're going to look back and think of a past relationship that you had with someone that was very similar in the romantic situation. And it's going to put you kind of in this question mark. I think whatever the past relationship you had, you're going to look back. This card generally is a card of like romanticizing the past. It's a card of looking back. He's sitting there. They're both older with his dog, and he's remembering when the dog was a puppy and he was a kid. I like how in theory it was that age group, but he's looking back and he's remembering all of the good times and all of those things. Yes, it is. In this card right here, it is. This deck, Ashwini, this deck, it's a really, really cool deck. It's called the Relative. Sorry, Montana, I'll get back to that in 1 second. I go on tangents, but it's called the Relative Tarot by Carrie Paris. And what she did is she had a website and she had this idea that she wanted to make a tarot deck from older pictures. And she had kind of mentioned it on her website. And she got people from everywhere, all over. She got so many pictures, family pictures sent to her. And then she picked out a picture for every one of the cards in the deck. It's really, really cool. I love it. Okay, back to what I was saying. Sorry, Montana. It's a really cool deck. I look, because I like older pictures anyways. Back to what I was saying, Montana. Something in the offer is going to remind you of the past relationship. And first you're going to think of the good times, but you're going to have some fears of red flags and fears of things that happened, and you're going to be worried about it. The thing that this is telling me is don't hold this person accountable for other person's actions. Obviously, don't ignore red flags that do in fact happen. I am in no way saying that, but I am saying give this person a chance to show you who they are. They're not the person from before. So, and also, it's okay to this message is actually just coming in. So I'm if it's not for you, I apologize. I'm getting a lot of chaos. So only take it if it resonates, and if it doesn't, I'm very sorry. It's okay to move on to someone else and be in a relationship with someone and love them and know that you had love before. If there's some kind of, I'm getting this more like you're having a hard time with that. It seems like it's not like you loved someone, and so, and you even still maybe hold some love for that person. And that causes you a hard time because you're like, well, if I still have love for this person, then I can't love this other person. It isn't fair to that person. But it is. We all are capable of loving more than one person. And I'm not talking about like not being faithful. I'm talking about knowing like, okay, like I have exes, obviously, we all do. And I had an ex-husband who I had a kid with, and I do love him in the sense that he is the person who gave me my first child, and I have a child with him, and so there is still love. I would never be with him again by any means. There is no way that would ever happen, but I can acknowledge that, yes, there is still that connection. There is still that part of me that does care about him. But you have grown and can move on and still love someone else while still acknowledging that you have love for someone. Is this making sense for you, Montana? Okay. I'm glad that it is, because it was coming in, and I can relate to that aspect, because for me, I didn't have a problem with knowing that one. I've always known that I can love. It's a different type of love. It's a different love, and it's okay for you to know that you hold love for someone and still allow yourself to love someone else. That isn't cheating anyone, and it's not cheating yourself. We are very capable of loving more than one person, and we are very capable, and every love is different. The love that you'll have for the new person will be different, and you don't have to keep cutting things short because you still hold love to a degree for someone else. You can do that and still grow in love with someone else. Once you allow yourself that, once you allow yourself out of your head on that one, you'll find yourself very happy. 6 of Wands is a victory. You'll be celebrating. You'll be able to move forward. That's something that, but you do have an offer coming in, and it does trigger this to a degree with you, but I think you kind of already have had that issue. I'm thinking that has been triggered more than once, but something's coming in, and once you realize that and allow yourself to grow in love with someone else and allow yourself to move forward with someone new, you'll be happy. but that's going to be a choice in you that you'll have to do. Okay. I hope that really helps, Montana. It is now Ashwini's turn, unless she wants to wait and get a video. But if Ashwini's here, because it looks like she still is, then it's Heather. And then, Heather, if you're here and free, if Ashwini wants to go to bed, and you're willing to help. Oh, thank you. You're very, very welcome. Okay, everyone, I just realized what time it was. I can do Ashwini. Heather, you're here. Can you email me your question and I can work on that? I have to leave in 20 minutes to go get my daughter from school. I am very sorry. I did not realize how fast this has gone. Ashwini, if you have a question, you have been waiting, and it's 2 something in the morning there. I think it's probably 3 o'clock there now. I need to get to that. It does. It really has. If you email me, because I have my email on so many posts, and it's on my about. If you email me, I will make you your own video of your question. I can make a video and send you a link for it. But after this, okay, Amit, I am going to do that right now, Ashwini. What is Amit's energy? What is Amit's energy? Whoa. For Ashwini right now. Amit's energy for Ashwini right now. Man, Amit does not like to get out of his head. He's stuck in his head still. He doesn't know what to do. He does still think of you very much as an empress who can make her own life, who is making things and is doing in that. He also thinks that you're actually very, very wise, and he's starting to see those things. He thinks of you this way, but he's stuck in his head. He doesn't know what to do about the choices he's made. He realizes that it's going to be conflict, but 8 of Wands was also at the split. So he realizes that there's going to be a battle that has to be fought if he comes towards you. And he has a battle with himself by not coming towards you. I can't guarantee he will. 8 of Wands does mean action, though. So, but he knows that there's going to be a battle. But he definitely still sees you as an empress who is building her own life and is very capable of building her own life and of being in her own power. And he knows that you're wise, and he realizes you aren't the kid he kind of let people convince him that you were. If only he'd get out of this and stop worrying so much about this. But there's culture differences, and I know letting people down is a really, really big thing that is an issue, and he's very tied up in that. But he does see you as an empress. He knows you're an empress. He knows you're very capable of creating your own life. And on a certain level, the fact that you are, I think, is what's kind of causing him some conflict right now. Because he's like, wait a second. She's doing all of this. I didn't think, they said she wouldn't. Yeah, he let people convince him to underestimate you. Thank you guys so much for being here. I will be doing lives again next week. I am very sorry, but I gotta get going because I gotta get shoes and stuff, and I gotta go get my daughter. Thank you guys so much. Sorry that was so short, Ashwini. Good luck. Get some sleep. Thank you guys. I'm going to go. Heather, please email me and I will make you a video. I probably won't be able to do it till Monday because I am getting off here. And then I'm going to go to get my daughter. And we got a family reunion we got to get to. Bye, you guys. Thank you.